Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Women Wednesdays with your host, Lady B. Bless. We are spotlighting women in leadership, a weekly look at some of the amazing women who are doing a wonderful job in leadership roles, such as mentors, role models, change makers, community leaders, presidents, CEOs, executive director, and boss ladies. These are definitely women that lead. I'm your host, Lady B. Bless, and once again, I want to welcome everyone to this episode of Women That Lead. Today, we have none other than Sonia Dolar. You're going to love that name because she's all about the dollar, baby. Canadian dollars, that is. Don't get it twisted. Sonia believes in financial literacy is the beginning of every idea. Knowing how to approach an idea, understanding how to make it your own, and seek or acquire the capital funding for your product, your idea, song, or mortgage. She teaches that every time you say, I cannot do something, you are the one creating that glass ceiling for yourself. So, without any further ado, I would like to introduce to you guys Madame Sonia Dolar.
And Lady B, I am so happy to be here with you. And I remember the day that we met, and I'm so grateful. We just hit it off just like that.
Just like that, just like Ebony and Ivory.
That's it.
And she took me out to coffee, just so. We were at the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women, and we were just finishing a session. And she came, oh, take my picture. I took her picture. She goes, no one has ever taken my picture so nice before. Because I'm special. She's like,
special.
okay, let's go for coffee. I was like, okay, let's go. And she's been on several trips with me. I can't get rid of her. She's like forever there, people. She came to Michigan. We met in Michigan. We had a lovely time. And then we met in Maryland at the DEE Humanitarian Award. That was fun. That was fun. But enough about me, because, we could talk about me forever. So let us know. Tell us about yourself, Madam Dolar.
Okay. Well, I hope that our next trip is to Ghana.
Yes, I am planning Ghana or Guyana, because I want to go home too.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, part of my history is chocolate.
She loves chocolate.
I do love chocolate.
In more ways than one.
And actually, I've been eating chocolate since my early days. I actually worked for a chocolate company, Nestle,
Okay.
and before that, it was Roundtree. So I really do love it. And as far as I know, Ghana, I can't. Ghana has the best chocolate. Or the best cocoa. So
I know.
So I hope that we will get a chance to work on our goals together, because I know that you're very involved in Ghana, and you're helping many people in the U.S. And there's a number of friends that we have in common, and we all have the same goal. This is through COVID. This has been a very, very challenging time. I know that you're starting quite a few ventures, and for myself as a financial advisor, it has been a process that is for myself even. I'm not a senior yet.
Neither am I.
But I still have I'm still getting accustomed to the technology, so that's a learning curve. I thank God for my children, because that's been a way of kind of bringing myself into the technology as well, and trying to encapsulate and trying to bring others like into a different world and into doing online interviews, and it's hard to do look at financial goals and have, you know, to really feel like you're being part in the same way as a regular meeting. So that's a bit of a challenge, and I think that's a process that, you know, that we'll have to work on. And but I have, you know, I have spent a little bit of time going to seniors homes as well too, when it was possible, and you know, doing what I can, because I think it's most difficult for seniors. And one of the issues that we all, us women have, is that we are going to live longer. So the longevity
Yes.
issue for us in particular is something that, you know, you have to address early as a young lady investor, and you know, and realize uh, even if you retire at 65 or 70, you're still going to have 20 years, you know, possibly 20, maybe 25 years. If you're a teacher, the life expectancy is, it's a long line. I think I mentioned I have a relative that was a teacher and was one of the early members of the Canada Pension Plan, which started in around 1965. And she was well, I think she was 101.
Wow.
She got her value out of her pension. And so there's, I think it's important to have this group together, you know, that we started, and to have these initiatives, and to have these, you know, to spend time together to help each other in our endeavors. And you know, I understand that you're launching a skincare line, and I think that's very, very exciting. And I need to point this out because I've always been a big fan of Oprah.
You and Oprah.
Yes. And I understand that you met her early,
Yes,
because
yes.
you've been such a super, the best student in your high school. And you know, I was just wondering if you could share a little bit of that.
Now she's interviewing me. What is going on here? No, I met Oprah in the 80s. I graduated high school in the
Mhm,
80s, and I had my background is radio, television, broadcasting. And
mhm,
back then they had a competition called AXO, which was the arts and science, something, something with the NAACP. And one of my production that I did was a video in won first place.
mhm,
So that we were able to meet the Harold Washington, who was the mayor of Chicago at that time. And
mhm,
also we had dinner with Oprah Winfrey, who was an up and coming television broadcaster star at that time. So it was very exciting for us kids, you know, 17, 18-year-old to meet these, you know, type of personalities. And I was speaking, you know, to Oprah, and my name, she's actually, Oprah is the one that told me, because my name is Barbara Walters, you know, I don't use it, but she says, oh, a Black Barbara Walters. Well, my dear, you have to have a middle name because you can't use her name, even if it's your name. So you have to add your middle name. So I decided to always put the E in my name when I use it. But it was very exciting meeting her and meeting a lot of people through my life who was inspirational, like Maya Angelou. When I met her later on too, she was very inspirational. So I was very, very fortunate to be in a position, to be in a place, the right place at the right time, you
mhm,
know, to meet people. But it's not my interview.
mhm. Well, one of the people that I find very inspirational, she was the first Black woman cabinet minister. She is doing launching a program to help young women and to help further their careers. And there's some people that just keep on giving,
Mm-hmm.
and Jean Augustine is one of those people. She speaks regularly. She's actually speaking at a conference, digital conference today. And I am so moved that I, you know, that I've learned so much from her, and the way that she is when she attends an event, she's there from the beginning and stays right to the end. And she'll have a group of people around her because they just want to know, they want to talk to her, they want to engage. And she's fashionable, and she still wears her heels, and she's very glamorous, and she's just an amazing inspirational woman that has changed the lives of so many people, and is doing this on a daily basis. This is why I admire her so much. So helping women to further their careers, like science and technology, is an area. We talk about the glass ceiling, but
Yes, yes.
this is a huge thing. Like the discrepancy, approximately like 29% of women earn more than their spouses. Okay, if we are in competition.
Right.
But the reality is that the jobs that are in those areas do require it requires kind of a curiosity, a kind of a zest for learning, and that starts at an early age. Like I work with teachers, and the whole science, and this is something it's very important to have great teachers at an early age to keep the kids, girls and boys, motivated. And so in our digital society, again, if we're going to have good programmers and we're going to move forward with AI and all of these things, we need to have an understanding of mathematics, but we also need the linguistics and the arts, as we know that this is a combination of both disciplines. So the arts cannot be underestimated for the ability to look at things in a bigger picture, and to realize, yes, you're in the States, I'm here, but our worlds are together, and what you do impacts me, and the same thing. So and globally, like in Africa, we have things that we have in common. All these social disciplines impact the way that we look at programming and ethics and all of this.
Right, right.
It's important to have an ethical viewpoint for programming, because where are we going to go with this data? Who's going to own it? And it's important to have both a women and male perspective in both of this going forward in the AI. And these things are not just, these are more complicated disciplines, and it requires education and a desire to learn. And we need to teach that, or have that inspired at an early
At
age.
an early age.
Is
And
very math and
the
English is also
question
important.
the question comes to mind, how do we get the girl child to be interested in these subjects? Because it's normally looked at as a male dominated field. So
Mhm.
how do we get the girl child? Because you see a lot of men boys are into coding, they're
Mhm.
into AI, they're into technology and development, but you don't see too many girls are into it. And we need women in these fields. What is
Absolutely.
your suggestion? What do you think that we could engage the girl child to have a more love for these type of technical jobs?
Mhm. Well, I mean, it starts with like applications for, okay, I don't want to sound like, like I'm wearing too much pink or anything, but but
And there
um,
would be nothing wrong with that.
okay, so these AI applications that look at, well, how do I look with this outfit on, or makeup, the visualization, because I think it's a time factor. So when you realize how AI can enhance your life, isn't it interesting? Maybe more of a like a case study thing, to see how the applications will impact your life. I mean, I just think I love, I'm so happy that I have a dishwasher. I wouldn't have wanted to have been a housewife in 1940, having to, like, oh my God, sink full of dishes.
How about a washing machine
A
and a
washing
dish
machine.
and a dryer? Can you imagine? I cannot imagine.
Hmm.
I could not live without a washing machine.
No.
It's like always my number one priority. And I can't imagine some people are like doing their whole laundry, like laundry with their hands. But
Hmm.
like you say again, it's where you live and it's what you're used to.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. And one thing that again with I know you were super with the technology, and the first time we met, you were showing me websites and you know how you like to communicate, and I think that's I think that's amazing. You know, I think in my business, I think it's important because we do a lot more communicating about
Yes.
you know, about finances, about uh, just about keeping in touch regularly, and I think that you know this it's like a gradient, right? A little bit at a time, and and I think you know as well, like budgeting, that's just going back to the basics. And I think for science and for science and for
Is
any,
that your phone?
I think it is. I'm trying to turn it off.
Is that your audience, your fan? You have a fan club? You didn't tell me.
Well, we have a friend that is in our fan club, right? And where is she, in Arizona right now?
Yes, Mr. Is that her? I have is that her? Yes, and Lady T Thompson. Hello, if you're listening. Bonjour, darling. Bonjour. Let's talk about financial literacy for women. There's a lot of women that they go into a marriage and they don't prepare financially themselves, and then the marriage ends and then they're out. They have nothing left. What courses or how do you go about bridging that subject with your clients? Like even some women when they're married, they don't want to get a separate bank account, but these things are very necessary.
They're very necessary. I think, for example, like setting up a budget and having a responsibility.
Necessary? Sorry. Very necessary. You see, go ahead.
So the so just like having a budget, and when you're developing that, having a responsibility of you know either saying, well, I'm going to pay this, this, and this, and you know looking at it that way. You'll need to have a bank account, and it's not easy to work with somebody and have a shared bank account, because you know you've got two people looking at it. How do you balance that out? So I think that's the and there are traditional bank accounts, and then there's you know, I know there's credit unions, and there's other you know other kinds of banking, but it is very important to set that up. Why? Because it gives you the ability to kind of like isolate short term, medium term, and longer term uh, projects. And you know, when it comes to the uh, looking at like short term, like vacations, and well, I think the biggest thing right now is having a reserve. Probably now everyone has depleted, you know, depleted most of their reserve. We look at 6 to 12 months. Used to look at 3 to 6 months
Yes.
of your monthly you know of your monthly expenses to have. But with COVID, it's just uh, all the ideas or regular projections have just been blown out, because this has lasted much, you know, much longer. And so that's so you realize that's it's important not just for the short term, but for the medium term to have, you may have to go into your some of your investments. We have we've had like a $2,000 payment, and as I understand, you have a $600 a month
No,
payment.
that ended in at the end of August.
Okay.
So then they did the 300, but that was only for 6 weeks.
Okay.
So now everyone is waiting again because now the eviction could go through. There's no jobs, there's no money, and there's a lot of people on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So ours, it didn't last. So now they're in Congress again, trying to come up with another bill.
Mhm. So these are real real problems, and it's, you know, for most it's having, you know, having the ability to put something away. If you haven't been doing, the best time to put money away is when you make money. As
Right.
soon as
Right.
you earn money, you know, try to stick with whatever your essentials are, and put money away every month for long term, because you get the ability for compound interest, compound investing. If you're investing in dividends every month, you have the ability to have passive income growing. It's like having an employee, but your money is working for you every single month. And so I think that, like, that's the essential, to you know, to look at that. And also for medium term, so that you don't run into issues if you have to fix your roof, or you know, with these climate changes. We
Yes.
have flooding, and pipes break sometimes in the winter. And, you know, if you have older home, there's always something to fix. So the climate change has brought about so many issues. And the forest fires in California, it's
Millions of acres
millions of acres.
destroys,
Yeah.
thousands of people without a home. But the question is, where is this money coming from?
Hmm.
There's absolutely no, if a person is not doing an essential job, they're sitting at home
Hmm. Yeah.
and they're depleting their savings. They're
Hmm.
cutting back. They're, learning to live on less and less and less. And then now they're saying that this may last into next year. It's a very interesting situation.
It is. I mean, I've seen people do 180 per 80 pivots in their business. They were, you know, in if you look at the entertainment industry and artists, they have not had their. What can you do if you're an artist? All those
Nothing.
venues are shut down, and there, I think all the performances were canceled, you know, opera and any large group canceled into 2021. That was done early on, because how can you, you know, how can you plan for that? But in some, I've seen people in that area go into the personal protective device, and and are doing very, very well. But that's been, I mean, it's been a complete shift. And even I have to hand it off to the millennials. It's you got to be fast and very resourceful to, you know,
Yes,
to
to
look.
survive.
Mhm. Yeah. And there's also, you know, like in terms of sustainable products, there's there are a lot of there are a lot of new opportunities. One of the businesses I have, well, I can't show you, but my son has a 3D printer, and this is a huge area. You should see what he can come up with.
What does
He
it print? It like layouts and designs?
all kinds of different things. He has done actually for people that I work with. He has actually done like for little animal figurines of their pets, and
Really? On a printer?
yeah, on a 3D printer. It's pretty amazing. And I don't know where he finds he's doing this actually for part of his education, but he's always been creative. He's been ordering parts, little parts, and putting together computers since he's been 11 years old. He's been
Oh,
ordering
wow.
parts from China.
Our little genius. You have traveled, you've traveled to Africa
Hmm.
as a financial advisor. I think your last trip to Africa was South Africa.
Hmm.
So tell us a little about that and how did it go? I mean, what you went to a seminar. I don't have the name of the seminar, but you Just remind me and tell me a little about that and how it went.
Okay. Well, the first trip actually was actually some coaching. We went to different venues, and also had the thing that actually really inspired me about Africa is it's such a big country. I had no idea the size it was, the size
Continent.
continent. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Having the chance to see vineyards, and also the heritage plants, and trying the chocolate there, and the wines, and the food. The food.
Yeah, you even bought me back a liqueur. Yeah, I remember. You know, I love the wine.
Yes. And so it's inspiring, because it really is the best of the best. And
How amazing. The best of the best is in Africa.
it is.
Say it again. You cannot say that loud enough.
The best of the best is in Africa.
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 There we go.
And the chocolate, amazing. And the bungee jumping was phenomenal. And just the experience was amazing. And going as a group is even better. One of the things that I also found inspiring was, for the International Women's Day, Cindy, I think my friend that I mentioned, she had organized an event, and it was amazing meeting those wonderful ladies, the Zulu ladies, and that they invited us to their home, and at the event, to see the jewelry making, and to see, looks beautiful on you.
This is my gift from South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Madam Sonia Dolar. She always thinks about me when she travels. So I have the handmade, right?
Absolutely.
Handmade, and the bracelet, and it's very nice. Very beautiful. Thank you.
The colors are beautiful.
Yeah, and the color you could wear with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Peace blue.
So yes, peace blue. I wore it today because I know Sonia would be on.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And also the amazing thing is, the children that are helping to make these, they're studying at home, but they're part of the kind of like the family business and dynamics. And it's unbelievable the things that these women have to overcome, the barriers to doing the business, to doing the jewelry, and to everything has to be so well planned out. They may have to travel 2 or 3 hours, and we look at things that the obstacles that we have here are nothing compared to what they do, and all the creativity and the willingness of the kids to participate in this. And there's other obstacles like electricity, and there's only so many hours in the day, so they got to be productive. And also the round homes, which I thought was amazing too. You can't hide anything around a circle.
Yeah. So you were able to visit some of the homes, or you just passed by?
No, we were invited in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you had some of the food and everything?
We had food at the event.
Okay.
Yeah. But we were together. We had meetings in their homes, and yeah, it was in a large group. So it was very, very nice. Yeah.
Okay. And it was a blockchain event, right? For financial literacy.
It was actually International Women's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's right. South Africa. And Cindy was with us in New York, right? At the awards with Miss T. Thompson.
Yeah.
That's Cindy. Yes, most definitely. What
Mhm.
programs have you done so far as an influencer in the field of financial literacy as a financial advisor around Canada? I didn't mention, I don't know if I mentioned you guys that she works in Canada, but she's very close to the US border and she's always driving over. But COVID has kept her stable. Lady B, I'm in Maryland. Lady B, I'm in Washington. Lady B, I'm heading to California. What programs that you participated in or started geared towards financial literacy?
Well, I think early on that I have been doing this without having a title, without having actually a hat. I was always interested in businesses, and I taught riding lessons early, horseback riding lessons, and I got involved in little entrepreneurial projects with my friends at high school, and also I was interested in the market, and I was when I got into the business too. One of the areas that I've helped is in the help in the industry uh, for childcare, and I actually got into the group market, and as a result of a friend gave me a list and said, "Okay, start calling." So I did. So I met a number of people. I have a couple friends that actually ran daycares with like huge budgets. These are, having 40, 45 people. That's just staff members. And I mean, if you think of, they had like maybe 300 children, and in the group. But now with all the, that's one area that's been affected in a
Yes,
huge way with
tremendously.
all the spacing. I think the numbers were down to having like 30 spots where you can social distance. So, I look at, wow, this is, we used to think, what, okay, for childcare, this was always a question. That was the big question when you're a working mom. What are you going to do for childcare? Have you thought about it? Have you put your name in? What options are you going to do? Montessori or this, what are your options? This was like a big question. And now you have to really get creative. And can you,
Yeah.
a lot of people are, I have a friend in, I have a Believe to Achieve association, and the this is Spider Jones, and he is actually from the U.S. border. He's originally from Detroit.
Those people are living on the border.
And he's very inspiring because he's very musical, and he's brought this to his choir and for his youth group. So I've been kind of helping like in the charitable capacity for many years, but everybody that I work with, I try to do to inspire and to help, like in terms of creating businesses and to helping each other, to networking, and I think that's the most important part that we can do, is help each other at this point. And also my friend Monica, that we met in India. Like, how do you inspire and keep a group cohesive in this time right now? And
Everything is Zoom. You just have to Zoom.
it's Zoom,
Everything is
and
Zoom.
and keep each other in the loop and support as you can, whether it's a clothing business, whether it's a marketing newsletter, whether it's financial, just to engage. And another area too is the pet industry. Like, if you look at, I'm kind of jumping around with ideas, but this is a huge one of my clients lost her job, and she is and I've known her for 30 years. So you know, just looking at, well, what do you like to do, what inspires you, and what can you do within this time frame to get trained, and what are the credentials, and who do I know, who do you know, who can you network with to get the experience, to, you know, to find another placement.
Yeah, you have to
And
think
this
out the
is going
box.
like, yeah, think outside of the box. She's going from the banking and financial industry into something completely out, you know, different after 20 years. And how do you, you know, how do you kind of reinvent yourself? And these are real life, everyday scenarios now.
Yeah. And
This
it's
is
been,
not.
let me see, since March here in the US. It's
Mhm,
almost the end of the year.
yeah. Hmm.
And a lot of people don't know where to go. And it's not easy for some people to reinvent themselves.
Hmm.
It's very tough for some people.
It
And
is.
those are the ones that's suffering because, you know, everything today. I love AI. I love, if I could have a robot, I would love it. So anyone in China develop a robot, I'll take it. I
Well,
love
you need a
AI.
huge 3D printer.
Yes, I love Facebook. I love Instagram. I love social media. I tell everyone, if you're a business, get on social media. Just
Hmm.
use it to market and promote your business. I love WhatsApp, everything, because these are now the vital tools of communication.
Hmm.
No one has a home phone anymore. It's all
I,
about cell phone. You still have a home phone?
I do. I do. I still have,
Seriously? Oh, you probably had that house for a long time.
yes.
Okay, so you had the home phone
Hmm. And
and you kept,
it's a 416 number, so I don't want to give it up.
oh, that's the old number.
We're called affectionately the Big Six, or the Six.
The
So
416 number.
416. So I'm keeping that 416.
Okay, well, she's in Canada and she has a home phone, literally a home phone, which I haven't seen in years. So everything is for the cell phone, the tablets, the computer, Zoom. Reinvent yourself. I'm a radio personality. I don't even think I look good on video, but here I am every Wednesday, putting my big face on video doing a show called Women Wednesday. That's me reinventing myself from radio to now what do they call it? You know, not TV, but streaming live.
Hmm.
It's not something that I was used to. And
Hmm.
my couple shows, I was very nervous. It's like, how do I look? What am I doing? You know, all of that sort of stuff. But after doing it for a while, you became used to it.
Hmm.
People start tuning in and you have fabulous guests and you have good topics. So we have to find a way now to reinvent ourselves. Not that we're going to flood Facebook with live shows, but schedule it. Pick a
Hmm.
time, schedule it. Get your virtual background. See my background?
Hmm.
Nice.
Very nice.
Right? And all of these things I teach people how to do. I teach them how to do the background. I teach them how to set it up and stuff like that. So these are survival
Hmm.
techniques that we need because about 70 to 80% of the women that left their jobs during COVID have no job to return to,
Hmm.
or they cannot return because they have to be at home with the children who are still out of school.
Yeah.
So it's women are being hit. It's taking back SDG number 5. It's taking it back 3 to 4 years. All the progress we've made now with women equality in the job place, equal pay,
Hmm.
it's now being pushed backwards. All the SDGs are being pushed backward, but gender equality, we were talking earlier about rape,
Hmm.
even child marriages is increasing.
Really?
Yes, child marriages, yeah, no one has no money. They're selling their kids off to marriage for money, a goat, a sheep,
Hmm.
you know, so the family could survive.
Hmm.
So all of these things that affect women and the girl child are increasing.
Hmm.
They're not sending, if schools are open, they can't afford to send both of the kids because all these months had no money. So they would send a boy.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
it's very difficult. We have to reinvent ourselves. Something has to be done. So
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to doing a lot more with the SDGs in the next upcoming month with my ambassadors. So
Mhm.
really, I it's financial is very important to teach the young people.
It is.
Yeah, it should start in high school. They should have junior and senior financial literacy classes
Mhm.
in all the high school around the world to teach these children how to handle finance once they hit the collegiate level, and they
Mhm.
go crazy with mommy's money, daddy's money, and they're spending it. They don't, really think that, tomorrow I may not have it. Who knew COVID was coming?
Mhm. Yeah,
You see?
absolutely. One of the Lady T with the cashews, and
Yes.
I realize every time I look at a cashew, I realize I don't want to waste it, because it's could be it's children that are also helping, and there are you don't think about the ramifications, like, as well, that these are difficult things to harvest,
Yes.
and there's an expense to it, so I don't look at I realize the cost, uh,
Yeah.
and also it's helping somebody, and it's helping somebody sustain, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are very important things, that they are part and parcel of the economic progress.
Yeah.
And
After a weekend with the cashew queen, your life is not the same.
no, it's not.
We have to get back together again, um, soon, soon,
Yeah.
soon. Make it so. I may be in Michigan in January for a project. So we'll see. I'll let you know.
Okay, that sounds
I'll let
great.
you know. That would be nice. Give everyone your contact information, Sonia, so they know how to get in touch with you,
Okay.
if they have any questions. I'm gonna check. And you know why my phone was beeping? Because I'm broadcasting on the wrong page. So people were trying to let me know that I'm streaming on the wrong page, and I thank everyone for that. And I'm just gonna download the show and upload it on my fan page later on. But
Okay.
I realized that I was doing it on the wrong page, and then people were beeping me messages and let me know that they couldn't find it on my fan page. But that's okay. We'll do that. And also the show goes also to YouTube, so
Mhm.
everyone will have the opportunity to see it. So give us your website, your all your business information.
Okay, so you can reach me on Facebook, LinkedIn. My email is sdollarfinancial@gmail.com. And if they know you, they can also contact you. We're in close communication. And another thing, just food for thought, crowdfunding. I don't know if any of your ladies, your groups are doing that, but I think it's an interesting thing. I'm, learning more about blockchain, about infrastructure financing, and I think the crowdfunding is it's an interesting option, right?
Will you be willing to do a small class on that, say in about the next 2 or 3 weeks, if I set it up, Zoom, invite some young women, invite some people, and you do like a 45-minute spiel on blockchain and crowdfunding? Because I
Sure.
know I would like to learn more about it myself.
Okay. And I'm actually going to be having coffee with an expert that tells me he's the godfather of crowdfunding.
Well, definitely we would need him if he would love to be on it too. We
Okay.
can make you and him the guest speaker. I'll moderate it, and we'll do a Zoom. It's very easy to set conferences up now.
It is. And
So,
thanks to you.
yeah, thanks to me. I did it all. So, talk to him,
Okay.
see if he's okay with it.
Hmm.
Let me know a date in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll do the flyer. I do my marvelous flyers,
Hmm.
and we'll put it up and invite some people.
Perfect. I would love that.
Yeah, I would also love that because it's something I need to learn. I'm taking a fundraising class right now with
Hmm.
Acom University, which is a free online university that gives you free. So I'm doing. It starts on the 13th, and it's
Hmm.
6 weeks, and it's called Fundraising Essentials. I
Mhm.
can send you the link if you want to, because
Sure, that'd be
it's not too
amazing.
late to sign up.
Okay.
Yes, most definitely. Anything else you want us to know?
Uh, just, I think it's
Besides that you like chocolate, we know already.
I just think it's super important right now to have a group together, stay motivated, stay healthy. I do wear my mask.
I
You
do
know,
too.
stay healthy. That's the most of your health and your financial are all connected. And I think this is very, very, very important for, for your well-being and just emotional well-being. So stay connected, stay engaged, and have fun, as best you can.
And drink a lot of wine.
Yes, Canadian wine, American wine,
Robert Madavi. She's the one that put me
Robert
on
Madawi.
Oh my God. You know, I can't go without him now. I'm always chilling with him. Lady B, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just sitting here watching Netflix with Robert. Robert, yeah, don't you worry.
Yes, Robert.
With Robert, yeah. So I like it. I like his wines. It's very good. But it's life is what it is. Live and learn, and it's
Mhm,
get out your comfort zone, protect your assets, mind your business, stay in your lane, and protect your assets.
mhm.
That's it. That was a key. And embrace technology, embrace the
Embrace
change.
100%.
Yeah.
Technology is not just the way of the future, but it is a great employment opportunity, and it's great for seniors to keep them engaged. And the medical technology now that's happening uh, is phenomenal. It's just so,
Yeah.
and part of the group, that we met through the UN. Uh, this is really, it's moving so fast. So keep your eyes glued to the road.
Yes, most definitely. I'm live, Travis. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Travis.
Miss Sonia said happy birthday. Miss Sonia Dolar. Okay.
Dollar?
I'm live, Travis. This is it is what it is. This is the age of live. I see a lot of things going on in people's background when they're live nowadays, the kids and everything coming in. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Trust me, it was very, very informative, very nice having you here. And I'm glad we were able to set up this crowdfunding um seminar workshop, whatever the case may be. I'm looking forward to that because this year our foundation took a hit.
Mhm.
So it's definitely, we were able to donate. We donated masks and soap to a hospital in Ghana, but still we need simple thing like running water. Some of the villages don't have. So how could they wash their hands for 20 minutes every time? That's 20 minutes of water is life saving to people.
Mhm.
20 seconds of water to
Mhm.
wash your hands when you have none.
Mhm.
I see. So we need to do fundraising. 2021 has to be a whole year of fundraising. So if I could learn about the crowdfunding, I would definitely be a part of that. So I'm going to stay on you for that. We're going to do it
We're gonna do it.
with the Godfather, the Godfather of fun
Crowdfunding.
crowdfunding, which is excellent source. Next week, I'm going to have another friend of ours, Clarice Hall from the African Hope
Mhm.
Committee. She'll be on and she'll be talking about domestic violence in our community. And we know it's a hot subject. But Sonia, once again, just give us all your information.
So I'm at LinkedIn, Sonia Dolar, Facebook, and you can reach me by email, sdollarfinancial@gmail.com. And you have my cell phone numbers. But yeah, that I'm checking I have my smartphone like you're with me.
You have
It's
you
I'm
got
like,
rid of the BlackBerry?
well, actually, the BlackBerry has a brand new 5G phone coming. I have actually a Samsung phone,
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes, yes.
I'm shocked.
Well,
So
I had no choice. It was in its last stages, but I
I
am
think
going
she
to
was
get that.
married to this BlackBerry phone. They had like this long-term relationship that she refused to let go.
It's true. It's
Yes.
100% true.
I like, you still have that phone? Yes, Lady B. Wait, hold on. I could work it out. I'm like, Sonia, give the phone up. But Samsung is a good phone. I'm
It's a
with
good
Apple
phone, but I
now.
still miss my BlackBerry.
I bet you do. I miss my Samsung because I had Samsung before I came to Apple. Travis got me an iPhone for Mother's Day.
Oh,
So I sort of like I upgraded, but I miss the usability of the Android. But the speed, the colors, and some of the apps of the Apple is very nice. The camera, everything is very nice. But the new Samsung that they have coming out, the flip or the fold, whatever it is, it's very nice, very
I'll have
nice.
to check it out.
So now you will be accessible on WhatsApp.
Yes, yes,
Good
100%.
to know. Good to know. So I can send you all messages on WhatsApp.
And absolute. And I was on WeChat. I've got to find that app again.
WeChat, that's the Chinese one, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so I couldn't get on WeChat because I needed someone on WeChat to send me an invite.
Okay, well,
So
we'll
do
figure
it.
we'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, because they say it's a large chat.
It is.
Yeah. Anyway, I could go and market and promote. I'm on it. I'm
Okay.
even on TikTok. So our flyer on TikTok, we already have like 140 views. Because every flyer now, I just use TikTok for business. So I just put the flyer in TikTok. So it's a good thing. You should start TikToking.
Yes, Lady B.
Yeah, okay, good. Next she'll be sending me her TikTok video. I'll be like, not twerking, TikToking. It's two different things.
Yes, I have, yes, my children introduced me to what that means.
What, the twerking?
The twerking, yes.
You want to show us?
No. I'm not wearing the right outfit right now.
Very important that you wear the right outfit for your twerking sessions.
And I'm not wearing the stilettos right now.
Oh, okay, definitely. My dear, it's always a pleasure, and I look forward to the crowdfunding information. And thank you for taking this time for being with us here today.
Thank you for your always inspiring time and visits, and keep doing what you're doing because you help so many people.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. My financial advisor from Canada, Sonia Dolar. Thank you. Everyone that tuned in, I know I was on the wrong page. I apologize for that. I'll do better next week. We have Clarice Hall, who is the executive director of the African Hope Committee, and she'll be talking with domestic violence in our area. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Lady Be Blessed, the African Caribbean Empress, and this was Women Wednesdays.
Thank you, Lady B.
You are welcome. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you guys later.